Well, the time of tardiness of waiting is over, Professor Snape. Hello, everyone. We are back for another Hogwarts Mystery adventure episode. And in this one, we will go to potions class and listen to whatever Snape is up to. Hope Lucy is not there. He did not make a good impression. And you came after our little Ben. That's not fair. That made me actually kind of angry. Anywho, so let's go and see. Oh, we have the dailies as well. So what's the dailies about? Because that's all. Oh no, not Quidditch. Not that. There we go. Side quests. There we go. There we go. Wait, what is? Oh, that's Meat Bill. Okay. Side quests. There we go. Found it. 3 creatures, dual class, and then you get gems. And what our days stamp for this? Oh, that's nice. There's also a thing like the daily planner thing is also a new thing where you can log in every day, do some minor stuff, and then get a daily treat. It's very common for app games nowadays to have a sign-in reward, but with Hogwarts Mystery they also want you to do something in the game, not just log in. So that's fine, I guess. Anywho, let's go in and talk to Professor Snape. Which one is it? Potion study session. Oh, it's the next thing in the main story. I think it's this one. Like, the next thing in story is probably don't go to potion class. However, let me just see here. Yes, it's this one. Okay, good. Sometimes you get confusing when there are multiple things at the same spot. So you just have to make sure. Okay. Are there anyone who wants to talk? No. But we have 3 Slytherin students that will be more prominent in later years, I think they are. Barnaby we have met, obviously. We also met his uncle at a previous Halloween event. He was also a very interesting character. I wouldn't say he was challenging, because Ray has had her fair share of challenging characters. He was just a doofus, really. Like, the stereotypically bit simple detective. Gets a man in the end, but not really there. But his whole character is just bless. Many of the characters. So let's talk to Snape. Let's talk to Snape. Let's see around here. We're looking for stuff. Cool. I am merely surprised you have taken it upon yourself to inspect the school personally. Are you going to sit and get some sassafras from Snape? Because those two are not on speaking terms, as far as I remember. The future of all witches and wizards depends on the quality of their education. That concerns me personally. I'm certain you will find Hogwarts quite up to even your rigorous expectations. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a lesson to teach. Now off with you! Of course. Good day, Severus. They actually went to school together, as far as I remember. Lucius was a bit older than Severus, as far as I remember. Ugh. He really doesn't give a good... Like, you really want the good... When you play a game, you want the good feels, hopefully. Or that's the way I play, anyway. I want to see the good in every character, and then you just get a character that's not written to be good in any way, and you just... Do Professor Snape and Lucius Malfoy know one another? Yeah, I do know the history behind them. They went to school at the same time, as far as I remember. Lucius was just a bit older than Severus Snape, as far as I remember. Wouldn't you like to know, Bright? I would, actually. That's why I asked. Wait a moment. Do you know anything about Lucius Malfoy? Ugh. More than you do. There will be no social calls in my classroom. Now sit down and study. Ugh. Bright listened in on your chat with Lucius Malfoy. Not on purpose.
Oh.
Could you imagine being Snape that like, oh, again, again? What? Woe is me, always. And I just realized that it's actually something he says later in the movies, always. That's a sentiment moment, actually. Prepare to review preparation on sleeping drugs. We will discuss this after the lesson. Just look at his eyes, he's just not amused. Like, there it is. Not amused. Not amused look. We are not amused. Alrighty then. It's a 1 hour one. It's amazing that there are so short intervals now. Because back in the first times when the first kind of events came out, it was like 6 hours, 8 hours right off the bat. It was duels, it was everything that you could expect. Now it's just all over. And nothing can be expected, really. Let's see. Of course you have never heard of Lucius Malfoy. You have never heard, rather. You have never heard of Lucius Malfoy. Of course, you're a Hufflepuff. Why should you? It's so weird going between events and events, where she's lovely towards you, and now she's sassafras. Sass. Well, that's, I guess, we're frenemies at this point. Like, we respect his whole existence, and it's okay. We're not gonna hurt each other, but we're gonna give each other sass, I guess. Merula knows something about Lucius Malfoy, but she would never tell me. Of course she wasn't. She's your rival. For now. There is this I didn't even have to be spoiled about there's possibilities of becoming friends with Merula. It's kind of in the water already. Sort of. Because it's your rival and then you find out you probably have something in common. I haven't read into the story, but it's very common storytelling. It's like, oh, these two hate each other. But why do they hate each other? Because they are a lot alike, probably. Or they find some common grounds and actually become friends. Stuff like that. Some forgetfulness potion would make Professor Snape forget all about this. I don't think you would get him to actually drink a potion. Oh. I need a potion. I need your finest potion. You cannot handle the finest potion. Don't think I will neglect your punishment, Bright. I always remember. Yeah, but not if you get a forgetfulness potion. But I don't think she can sneak that into. He doesn't have like typical like a teacher have a coffee mug with something in it. You can't sneak that into there. I don't think he has that. He walks around with his hands in this kind of prayer-ish motion or calm motion. Like, this is how I think. He doesn't have anything extra. I think the only teacher at Hogwarts that might have cups of something in it is the astrology teacher or the... Yeah. The future teller. Which I can still not remember. The name of. See? Did Professor Snape look cross? It's hard to tell with him. Yeah, it is. Can't wait to see what sort of detention Snape will give you. No. And you're probably going to get one too, because you're a tattletale. Isn't that very common? Like, when someone tattletales on someone else, they also get detention for some reason. I don't know. I haven't seen it in my time as a teacher, but I've seen it a lot when I was a kid. If you told on someone, you would also get detention for some reason. Because you had tattletale and we don't like tattletales. But you would. But they want us to go tell when something happens. But then you get detention because you're a tattletale. Blur. That makes no sense. Keep your eye on your potion. Where they belong. Sassafras. I am angry, but you cannot tell. Because I'm always emotionally deprived. Accuse? Talking to yourself doesn't count as a private conversation. Okay. No. But it is a way to brainstorm when you talk to yourself, like, would I do that or would I do that? Kind of thing. I believe that should be all the information on the sleeping dogs you are capable of absorbing today. Class dismissed. Except for you, Bright.
Ugh.
Looks like eavesdropping on Snape and Malfoy caught up to you, Bright. But she does kinda, like, she's rolling her eyes, but she does give a concerned look, like, right there. Like there. Just before she rolls her eyes. I had almost hoped Professor Snape forgot about that. You as well, Miss Knight. Exactly! I called it.
Oh.
What? What? What did you just say? You are both required in the headmaster's office. Both of us? What did I do? That is not important. Can you tell us why Professor Dumbledore wants to see us? Let's just say you will finally understand what I must face on a daily basis. You see Malfoy on a daily basis? That sucks. Go. It would not be wise to keep the Malfoys waiting. Malfoys! Oh, he does really not look amused with the Malfoy. Oh dear. And every time you say Malfoy, I'm thinking about them. I'm thinking like Malfoy, like the dessert Malfoy. I could eat that right now. Malfoys? There's more than one Malfoy at Hogwarts? Yeah, he probably brought the kid. Probably. You and Merula have been selected to assist Lucius Malfoy with the most difficult task of all. Oh, we have to babysit Draco? Is that what we have to do? Oh dear. Can we teach him some good manners before he starts school? That would be lovely. So let's see here. Yes. Just a second. Because now we have started a new little minor chapter. So let's just go and see what is it. Draco Malfoy. Yeah, we're gonna babysit that kid, aren't we? We're gonna be nannies. Great! Please come to my office. Mr. Malfoy requests a favor. And because Merula and I, and our character, is probably, at least, we have one parent. Merula probably has, she said both her parents was at Azkaban, so both of them will probably visit. We don't actually know with our parents. We know our mother probably is a witch, but we don't really get a lot of information about the dad. So yeah, interesting. Meet with Professor Dumbledore. Yes. Professor! Did it say professor? Just a second. Or did it say headmaster? Did I read this? Professor Dumbledore! Isn't he a headmaster? I know he was a professor before, but isn't he headmaster? Meet with Headmaster Dumbledore. Oh, I guess. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna question it too much. I wonder why Professor Dumbledore wants to see us. You heard Snape. It's something to do with the Malfoys. That's the part I don't understand. I met with Lucius Malfoy. And he didn't mention anyone else.
Ugh.
I can't believe you don't even know about the Malfoys. Everyone has heard of them. Well, I haven't. Can you tell me more about the Malfoys? Why would I tell you anything? You want to be mates. You want to boast. They are both kind of meh answers, but it's in the cards we might become friends, so you want to be mates. Because as much as you would like to deny it, you want to be friends with me. Okay, that's more boasting on our side, but I think telling her, well, you like to boast, you like to brag, then she would just climb up, like pure from the perspective of if someone said it to me. In your dreams, Bright. Oh, it's probably the same answer she would have given. But I suppose I haven't got anything better to do than talk to you.
Ugh.
I will tell you what you should already know about the Malfoy family. Sassy. Okay. A 1 hour one. Okay, this is a small one again. What's with the small ones? Usually it's a 1 hour and 3 hour. Oh, I should stop contemplating on how they put the events together and just accept it's chaos. Okay, let's see here. Wonder. If Lucius Malfoy is so powerful, why doesn't he run for Minister of Magic? Well, there's a story behind that, Bright, and yeah, there were some not so good things happening in the past. Every Malfoy has been in Slytherin. You should know that. You should know they've all been Slytherins. Because they're purebloods. As far as I know, usually purebloods go to Slytherin. Not necessarily, but I think that was one of the common things with Celsus Slytherin is he was all in for purebloods. Purebloods was the only way or something of the sort. I might be corrected and that's fine. You know quite a lot about the Malfoys, don't you? Well, if she's a Slytherin and they were very popular, that's kinda... Then it's kind of like Slytherin history. And if you attend Slytherin dorm, or they live in Slytherin, or were sorted to Slytherin, you will probably get a lot of knowledge within that. As well as we will be much more knowledge about the Hufflepuff culture and all the important people that's been in Hufflepuff. That's very common if you are in dorms and such. You get the dorm history and then you might sprinkle a little of the other histories, but mainly you know about your own dorm, but not so much about the others. Let's see here. Lucius Malfoy is rather rude about Ben being a Muggle-born. The Malfoy families have been in the top of for ages. They would do anything to stay there. Well, probably. If half of what Merula says is true, I should be careful around Lucius Malfoy. Yeah, we didn't get to know much other than they want to stay on top. I think that was what it said anyway. Lucius Malfoy knows everyone, and they all owe him favors. Oh, so he's a blackmailing wizard. That's what he is. That's dangerous. Dangerous. So, you have the last go. Everyone knows the Malfoys are one of the oldest pureblood families. Yeah, they are purebloods, yes. So I'm not that much off in my semi-knowledge about the world. And again, I love to get to know the stories throughout, for example-wise, this game, because if it sticks, it sticks. But if it doesn't, you will learn it again eventually, or the comments would tell you. I have learned, which is really nice when there's like an information that you don't really know, and some kind soul just writes it in the comments. The Malfoys are one of the oldest pureblood families in Britain. They are cunning, connected, and wealthy. Lucius Malfoy carries a cane, black, with a serpent head for a handle. It's his favorite accessory. What about this wand? How do you know all this? Everyone knows Lucius Malfoy was in league with Lord Voldemort. You should not say that, because then he knows where you are. You mean Lucius Malfoy was a Death Eater? He says he was under an imperious curse, if you believe that rubbish. If you believe that rubbish. Rubbish, I say! He's lying. Sorry. You know who cursed a lot of people? Could he be telling the truth? Malfoy would snog a firecrab if Voldemort told him to. Shh, I think someone is coming. Oh, Dobby! Little Dobby! Welcome, welcome. I assume you are here to help Mr. Malfoy during his inspection of our beloved school. Help with what exactly? Professor Snape was quite vague. Zurus always is. What do you want us to do then? It is a matter of personal nature. Come in, Draco. He looks like a 7-year-old? Maybe? 6-year-old? He looks older than I would expect him to be. Because I'm pretty sure we'll be out of school as soon as the events of Harry Potter takes place. Or at least that's always been my assumption. But I might be wrong. Maybe we'll meet Harry in the last year or something. And help him out, maybe. So it all comes into a circle, maybe. I require the two of you. Two of Hogwarts' most promising students. Oh, he looks a lot younger now, standing next to the adults. He's maybe... I would say 5 and 7 years old, maybe? I should just look at the years, and then it probably will make sense, but... He just looks a little older than I wanted him to be, or expected him to be. To look after my son for the duration of my inspection. Couldn't he just stay home? What does his mother do? Couldn't he, not saying that she's a house mom, but why is he with them? Does he need to be with him? I don't know. It's just weird.
Oh!
You want us to babysit? Why us? Professor Flitwick spoke highly of you, Miss Royd. And Miss Knight possesses the pedigree and magic skill I expect my son to emulate. I suggest you take young Mr. Malfoy to the courtyard. The three of you will get along swimmingly. Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope he's pretty snoppy. That he's like a little innocent and cute. And you're gonna love this event. But I highly doubt it, sadly. Kids are cute until the environment taints them. Oh! We did our daily duties. So, here we go. Got 2 extra energy points right there. That's fantastic. Oh, we have to wait as well here. Okay. Malfoy hasn't dropped off his spawn yet. Oh my goodness. Merula! You can come and help when he's here. Haven't dropped off his spawn yet. Oh, I think that's the most cattiest thing I've seen her say. Oh, she doesn't like Malfoys, I guess. I'm interested in knowing how Merula feels about, like, the whole Death Eater thing. Mostly because she wants to be the strongest witch and she has parents in Azkaban. There will be a whole other perspective on things, I think. But that's the meanest thing I've seen her say so far. Oh dear. Okay. That's fine. I think with that kind of comment, I think I'll be ending off here. And until next time, guys, take care and have a fantastic day. Goodness, Merula.